Date with history.
A Date with History starts with you a travel to discover the museums and tell the ancient history of the settlements and the cultural growth of the Piceno area and of Marche Region. We will start with Cupra Marittima and with its Archaeological Museum, leading you through the important collection of the National Archaeological Museum of Ancona. We will lead you through the mysteries of history of the Piceno Civilization, the Italic people, contemporaneous with the Etrurian people, who inhabited the Piceno area 1,000 years ago.
The Archaeological Museum is situated in this area thanks to the many archaeological findings in Cupra Marittima. The collection dedicated to the Roman civilization exists thanks to the excavations carried out in the area of the Park of Cupra. This archaeological park is unique of its kind, situated in the Picenum area. The Cupra area has very important historical documents regarding the Picenum people. This is due to the remains of the temple of the goddess Cupra and to the archaeological finds of the necropolis. The rich grave goods of this necropolis are exhibited in the Archaeological Museum of the town. In the prestigious Cipolleti Palace, situated in Cupra Marittima, the visitors can enjoy a long journey back in time, through lives and events of the early prehistoric settlements of the Picenum and the Roman people. The part of the museum dedicated to the Roman period is the biggest one. It is connected with the nearby archaeological park and with the fascinating archaeological finds of the Roman residents and the Forum.
The Archaeological Museum is situated here in Cupra Marittima, in the higher part of the town, in the medieval center called Civita di Marano. From this height, during the medieval period, people oversaw the sea and the surrounding hills. As you enter the museum, the mysteries of the Piceno civilization are revealed. The well-selected archaeological finds show the Piceno people in all their glory, due to the increase of population and to the cultural and economic progress.
In the next two rooms, you can admire other archaeological finds regarding the Roman civilization. One in particular gave great value to the archaeological areas that have been open in the Cupra Park for about 10 years. As a matter of fact, in 2006, a precious Capuchin tomb was discovered during the simulated excavations carried out by a group of French students. The tomb dates back to a period between the end of the 1st century and the beginning of the 2nd century AD. These archaeological finds have been exhibited in the Archaeological Museum, the exhibition Découvrir l'Italie. Collected all together in one room, you can also appreciate various cremation urns, which were found in the Cupra area during different periods. In the same room where the Roman tomb is exposed, you can also see the amphora of 2 infant tombs, which were found in the 70s in the area of Nymphaeus, situated in the archaeological park. The 2nd floor of the Archaeological Museum brings us back to the dawn of history. Here you can admire a wide section dedicated to prehistory and to the early settlements in the Cupra area, from inferior to Neolithic Paleolithic up to the Bronze Age.
We do believe in the culture as tourism proposal, and in our case, we do believe in the capacity of history and archaeology to charm and fascinate the visitors. Idrea company, that has been managing the teaching aspects of the archaeological fields in the Park of Cupra for 10 years, offer the possibility to get in touch with our territory in a new and complete way to those who choose this area for their holidays. We have tourism proposals in each period of the year, dedicated especially to foreign tourists, as summer camps, archaeological workshops, theme-based routes, and naturalistic archaeological walks. Our proposals are always dictated by our wish to promote what we know best: history and the extraordinary cultural heritage of the Picenum area and of the Marche region.
We will now leave Cupra Marittima and go to Ancona, the capital of the Marche region. The National Archaeological Museum, situated in the Ferretti Palace, represents the real reference point for the regional archaeology. Here you will learn everything about the Piceno Civilization, to which 2 entire floors of the museum are dedicated. Many of the archaeological finds exposed in exhibition event Piceni Europe People have been borrowed by this museum. This interesting exhibition increased not only the value of the cultural proposal of Ascoli Piceno, but it reached cities as Rome and Frankfurt.
Some grave goods found during the excavations made in Cupra Marittima in 1911 to 1912 are preserved in the National Archaeological Museum of Marche Region. These archaeological finds date back to the Picenum period of the 6th century BC. Some of them are very rich and considerable finds. Most of the goods are from women's graves, with many jewels, amber objects, bronzes and pots, also imported from Daunia and Etruria. These tombs were so rich they had to be excavated in the laboratory. We have a photo essay dating back to that period. It shows accurately how the clod of earth was taken and brought to the laboratory for the second excavation. Many archaeological finds exposed in this museum were recovered during this second excavation. In this room, there are other grave goods coming from the inferior Picenum area, like the wonderful Belmonte ambers, the beautiful Idria bronze handles coming from Belmonte Piceno, together with other grave goods coming from Grotta Mare, Torre di Palme, and Rapagnano.
Altri corredi da Grotta Mare e da Torre di Palme e da Rapagnano. In questa vetrina sono conservati materiali che vengono da Colle Sant'Andrea.
In this showcase there are materials coming from Colle Sant'Andrea, situated in the higher part of Cupra Marittima. Found in 1984 during an archaeological field, these materials come from a votive offering and are miniature objects, small jars, vases, miniature ladles and stoves. They were found in this ditch and near some resurgences or springs. For this reason, it is possible that these objects had a ritual aim, as the cult of the water. We are in the area between Cupra Marittima necropolis and Colla della Castelletta, where the ancient town of Cupra Marittima was founded. It is the 6th century BC, a period well supplied with evidences about this in-between area, densely populated in that period. Maybe it was a votive offering, sanctioning the passage from life to death.
Alla morte.
This is the hypothesis and the reconstruction of the jewels belonging to the lady from Cupra, found in 1911 in the woman's tomb. They are jewels like fibulas, pendants, belt pendants, rings, necklaces, bracelets, and also small rings used for tightening the veils round the deceased woman's head. The dresses are evidence of a woman of high social class, as you can see from the veil and cape edged with small golden rings.
Our main object is to stimulate the discovery and the knowledge, not only historical and archaeological, but also naturalistic, cultural and linguistic. For this reason, we try to involve a lot of foreign visitors in order to establish real intercultural exchanges.
This trip has come to an end. We've traveled back in time to hear the fascinating history of the Piceno people and to discover the beautiful Roman town in the archaeological park of Cupra Marittima. Don't miss the next episode of A Date with History. We'll be back with history, the secrets of archaeology and ancient atmospheres.